Okay, I am at my favorite place, aka Michael's, and I am on a mission to get some stuff for a knitting project. I have only knitted one thing before. I was actually very successful at it. It was just a beanie. I have worn it a few times, but basically I have been like itching to pick knitting up for real. I successfully made that beanie. That was almost 2 years ago, and I don't really remember the terminology or how to do it. So my plan is to make some mittens because last year I crocheted some fingerless gloves, hand warmer things, and they came in handy for a couple of situations. And this winter I just want full covered fingers. And I just think I would enjoy knitting them. What better way of relearning how to knit and make another project than making some mittens? Like I said, I had knitted one thing before. That is the extent of my knitting history. And specifically for the tutorial I'm following, and because I have no idea like the standard practices for like the double pointed needles versus, you know, the needles with the line on them. I have no knowledge about any of that. So basically the tutorial I'm following uses 6 US sized double pointed needles, and I only had US size 2. So I have to buy new needles. I also need knitting stitch markers. I don't know if it's like truly specifically made for knitting, but I noticed in the tutorial hers were like completely solid and round, so they can't come undone. It like is fully on the needle, because I was like, oh, okay, I can just use my crochet stitch markers, but like my luck is that they would come unhooked and then fall off the project and then hello. So yeah, I'm gonna get new needles, find some yarn that I like, look for stitch markers, and I also need a new tape measure because the cheap one that I had on Amazon literally just broke, like the tab that stays on the outside of it broke. That is the mission for this Michael's run. So let's go. Also shout out because I'm wearing the fruit sweater for my first thrifting vlog and I'm obsessed with it. Okay, for mittens, I definitely want a color that I can wear with a lot of things. So I definitely need to go black or cream, or I could do both and make 2 pairs. And I like these because they're like textured. Getting a black for sure, because once again, it goes with almost everything. So I think we'll start here, and for 2 mittens, I don't imagine I would need more than 1 skein. I don't think the pattern and the video pattern said anything about how much I would need, so that's on me if I mess this up, but I can always come back and get more. I think I'm gonna go with this. Okay, so I need these knitting stitch markers that are just circles because I don't want to use my crochet markers and then regret. Ooh, there's pink and blue ones. Stitch ring markers. Okay, and then I need US size 6 double pointed needles. Oh, this is so bizarre. You can't tell me that knitting isn't like witchcraft. This is witchcraft. Because what do you mean? About to make mittens with this? The Christmas trees are everywhere. It's that time of year. Beep beep. Oh. Speed racer. All right, we are done here. Gonna make my way to checkout. Yes, ma'am, thank you. This feels so good. Okay, I have my goods from Michael's. We're gonna make our way home now and get comfy cozy and start crafting. Oi. Oi. I am back home from Michael's. I have this black yarn that has like little gray tufts throughout. It's Lion brand. I actually don't think I've used Lion brand for wearable items yet. I have made like 1 or 2 baby blankets with lion heart, and I like the way that feels, and this feels really good. So like for mittens, I think it'll feel really good. But 4 weight, and it is acrylic. But that's what we're working with for the yarn. I got the necessities. I got size US 6 double pointed needles and ring stitch markers that are fully enclosed, and they're specifically for knitting, I've learned. Yeah, so I got the necessary tools. I'm gonna watch a video or 2 to like refresh my memory on how to knit, because your girl, like I said, has only done 1 knitting project, and while I successfully did it and honestly didn't mess it up, I need to relearn how to like start the project, and I will be following a video tutorial as well. So without further ado, I'm gonna do my thing. I think I remember how to do this. Yeah. No, girl, I can't have you on my lap right now. Get out. Get down. 1, 2, 3, 31, 32. Okay. I remember how to cast on easily. First cast on moment. 32 stitches on this double pointed needle. All right. Why? Wait. Why is her tail on the same end? Her tail's on the same end as the working yarn. Okay, wait, guys. Why? How? Like, I'm pretty sure I'm looking at it and her tail is on the same end as the working yarn. Wait, what the actual... Wait, no. I can't be starting like this. Okay. We're just gonna go with it and see what happens. What the hell? Whew. I have stitches on 3 needles. How is her tail at the end? This is like, I hate this. I want to love this so bad. Here. Oh. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, see. Oh, it's the tail. Okay, I have to start over. I don't know how she got the tail like she did. It makes no sense. Let me watch her cast on again and see what the hell is going on. How? 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 Literally how? Oh my god, I'm gonna have a stroke. Long tail cast on is what I need to do. I have it now. 32. All right, here is 32. Ta-da. I now have this set up like the tutorial. So I am going to take this time to relearn how to knit and purl and get this started. And I will just update you throughout the process of making this mitten, because now I'm locked in, because I'm like, all right, this is a lot harder than I remember 2 years ago. I have gotten into a groove. I have figured out the knit and purl pattern. Took me forever to like get it and remember. I would say I was more nervous to do the double pointed needles, more so because I was scared of the yarn coming off the other end and then like, oh shit, I just lose like the loops on my work. But I find now it's just more difficult when I get to the end of the loops on one needle that the next needle is kind of just like in the way. And I think that'll just come with like me figuring out the best way to hold it when I'm doing it. But literally my second time ever knitting and I have to remember what I'm doing. I also think I've done 7 rows and I need to do 15. And this is the wrist ribbing of the mitten. So it's working up pretty nicely. It looks good. There's only one mistake that I made, and now that I've like gotten further up, I don't even think you can tell where that is. I dropped a stitch and I like obviously don't know the anatomy of it. This is like more daunting if you fuck it up and you don't know what you're doing. It's like kind of scary. But I tried to finagle it back onto the left hook and like it looked very wrong, but I just kept messing with it and like I think I got it. And I mean, obviously I still have 32 stitches and I'm still working my way up. So yeah, I need 15 rows. I'm just gonna work on this a bit. All right, and that is another row. From crochet land to knit land, the only thing that I'm finding frustrating is the knit stitch. Easy, like I can maneuver the working yarn like similarly to crochet, but for the purl stitch I have to wrap it over and hold it with my other hand and then finish the stitch and then grab it again and bring it back. So maybe I need to try to figure out if I can use my right hand more. I think that was my 8th row. Ta-da! My next thing, I need to make a sweater because that's gonna be like a long project. Me getting ahead of myself like I've freaking finished a mitt or something because I haven't. So I will come back when I start the mitt section of the mitten. The finger part of the mitten. I think this is 15 rows. So we have the wrist section of the mitten, of the mitt. Is it mitt and then mittens? Or is a singular mitt? Is it? I don't know. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I'm good with numbers. I'm not good with words. I'm gonna try it on. It fits over my hand. It's like nice and snug. So I think that's perfect. It's also just what the pattern said to do, so we did it. I'm very excited. This is cool. Yeah, I like that. So we're gonna go ahead and start the next part. All right, Queen, show me how to do this.
So we are going to do 6 rows of just solid knitting. So
thank God, no purling. This should make this go by so much faster. So we are literally just knitting for 6 rounds. That should be easy enough. I say that and I'm sitting here going so slow still. Oh my God, how many times am I gonna drop on the last stitch? Only 22 more stitches to go of this round. Whew. First round of 6 done of just straight knit. I've learned I really don't like knitting into purl stitches because of the way the loop folds. And I'm sure it'll get better as I practice more, but I need to practice more. I need to make more projects because once again, I made that beanie. By the time I was done with it, I was doing really well. And then it's been 2 years. So, but we're making progress. I will come back once I reach the thumb and new tricky knitting things. This is where I'm at after 6 rows of regular knit stitches. I think I'm just doing it super tight. I'm just worried it's gonna be not tall enough. So I'm not entirely sure, but alas, we move on. All right, just to show where I am at, I have completed a couple of increase rounds using these stitch markers, and I have 11 loops in between these stitch markers, and I think it started at 5 or 7. Actually, I don't remember what the stitch count was in between the markers at the start, but I have finished increasing, and now the pattern has me doing, I guess, some sort of transfer where I'm going to put the loops for the thumb section of the mitt off of the needle and onto some thread for the time being. So I will come back once I've got that on there. So basically I have started the thumb hole, and I've weaved some yarn through the loops to take them off of the needle, and I'm going to continue knitting up until it's the height of my pinky with it on. I am not gonna lie, I am pretty sure I have passed away to the afterlife after doing these decrease rounds. I think my stitches were too tight, which is not the worst problem to have, but decreasing, and also just like probably how I'm holding the needles and how I'm yarning over whatever, it just made it super difficult. But we have the body of the mitt done, and now we're moving on to the thumb, and I'll come back when we're done. I have finished the one singular mitten, and I will not be doing the other. I think I need to do a sweater with bulkier yarn, bigger needles, and actually figure out if I'm doing the knit stitch correctly. I am doing it correctly because they are knit stitches. Just when I followed the video tutorial for this, they were going into the front of the loop and not the back of the loop. So I just have to figure out like what the right way is and then go from there. My personality type is that I want to make sure I'm doing things the right way before I start making it my own. But I do have one mitten, and I also did not bother to sew up this little hole. I'll worry about that later because he's being very needy. He's being very needy. This is my son. I'm not going to make the other. I'm also not going to throw this away. And then when the time comes that I feel like I need to make the other, I will. It's also very snug. It's not like it's like I can't wiggle my fingers in here, but it is like pushing them together. So I definitely think I should probably just make a new one once my skill set gets there. But I probably should have gone with something that's one item and not having to make a duplicate, because I kind of hated this. End result, this made me not want to knit again. Not sure if that's like a good thing, bad thing, probably a bad thing, but you know, I crochet, I don't knit. But I want to knit, but this makes me not want to knit. I'll just update you on my knitting journey as we go, but for now I have one mitten. If you have stayed to the end of this video, I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and share with your crafty friends, and I will see you when I see you. Say bye.